Here it is. We're at the auctions and the guy's just bringing it up now. So this is first look. And sounding okay, looking okay. It's always a very nervous moment when you have the first actual eyes on to see what you've ended up with. It took them a very, very long time to bring it. Much, much longer than normal. Big surprises are coming though. The reason it turned out that it took them a long time because the battery was flat. The serpentine belt is missing on this car. They've jump started it and driven it around, but the steering was just as heavy as all get out, and they've got the car running. Now normally in a car that's not okay because that would mean no water pump, but in a BMW they do actually have an electric water pump. So we jumped in at this point, drove around to where the other car was. That's when we found out the power steering was super heavy. Had a look under the bonnet, saw that the belt was missing, but decided let's just try and get this thing home. It is an hour's drive down to the auctions for us. It's not close, so we set off, but so it's not going well. We're stopped. It started to overheat as soon as we started going. There is a little crack in the radiator in the top fitting here. I've had that before in a 1 Series, so I know that means the whole radiator has to be replaced. But it overheated, so whether it was just because it didn't pressurize, but the serpentine belt is just absolutely missing. Well, it's not missing, it's down there. It's down the bottom in an absolute mess. So it's not spinning the alternator, it's not spinning the power steering pump. So our chances of driving home are looking slim at this point. What had happened was that the car just ran out of electricity. They'd jump started it because the battery had been dead flat, but electric water pump needs a battery. So the water pump wasn't spinning because battery was gone, and the motor started to play up as well. A, it was getting hot, but also B, because it needs electricity as well. So the car did stop, it broke down, but we then realised that we needed a serpentine belt, so got onto a parts store, used the other car, chased down a belt. I've got to say, driving it back, which we were then able to do, I remembered why I love 1 Series BMWs. It handled great, had lots of power, zippy little thing, just loved it. Really enjoyed the drive, really enjoyed the BMW. This is going to be a good car. So, roadside replacement of serpentine belt, it's on. It's going to give us power steering, which is going to give us battery charging. I had some tools in the car and enough to get us by. We did have a friendly mechanic over here come and help us out with the tensioner. So we are ready to attempt to drive home. And we made it. Bought a home, started to look it over and realised there's a bit of work to do, but a real fun project.